Newt Gingrich said he got a note from the president saying, yeah, maybe letting the top individual tax rate go up could be a good idea, but probably not going to do it. There are tons of people who are against it in Congress. There are people in the administration who are against it, but there are also people like the vice president and some others who say maybe this is a good idea. There are two reasons to be for it, of course. One is they need the revenue because the biggest challenge in getting the reconciliation package done through the Republican House and Senate is figuring out how to make the math work. And there's real money there if you let the top rate go up. And then second is the symbolism, although there's dispute about that. Newt Gingrich says it's horrible politics to let the top rate rise. Steve Bannon and I think it's extraordinary politics. And I have trouble understanding the other argument as much as I respect Speaker Gingrich and others. So, Dan, do you think they'll do it? And do you think they should do it? In other words, should they let the top rate go up while other tax rates are held the same?
Look, I'll just preface this by saying that this is a very sensitive issue in our own household. And I hear from my wife a great deal is following this very closely. I think the politics for them are brilliant to do it. I think the one Achilles heel is small businesses that pay as individuals. I know there's talk about they would try to exempt them. I don't really see how that would work because then most people would just reorganize as a small business. I think Democrats know that to say you gave a tax cut to somebody in the top 1% and you cut, let's say, Medicaid by $800 billion, it's a very winning message, which is why you have people like Josh Hawley and some of these Republican senators who are more aligned with the vice president saying, I don't want to cut $800 billion to Medicaid. My state is a huge, recipient of this. It would be very politically painful. So I think the symbolism, and it would really show, frankly, that the Democrats represent the urban kind of white collar community, and the Republican base now is a blue collar working class community. But boy, I mean, you would be sticking it to the Wall Street Journal crowd. I mean, big time.
Sean, will they? Should they?
Well, first, just let's be clear on the Medicaid front. The president has made it clear, and I think he is adamant that there will be no cuts to Medicaid, Social Security, et cetera. So let's just take that off the table. Number two, both philosophically and economically and ideologically and every other ology, I think we don't have a tax problem in this country. We don't have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. And the idea that we keep, go back to George H.W. Bush. You want to raise taxes, which is effectively what that would be. You will pay a political price for it. The bottom line is, and this is why I love Doge, until you can tell me that you are running an effective and efficient government, don't tell me you need more money. This is the fundamental problem with Washington. They have no problem in asking us to pay more to work hard, but they won't look in their backyard. The Pentagon hasn't passed a budget audit in 8 years. Tell me what you're doing with the money you have now, what your priorities are, what you're doing to spend it efficiently and effectively, and then come ask for more. But right now, we don't have as a country a revenue problem. We have a spending problem.
Okay, so then wait a sec. I just want to make this point then. Your party is going through every accounting trick they can find in the book to erase $4.5 trillion in tax cuts being extended, that they want to pretend that it doesn't exist. It will ultimately hit our balance sheet, but fine. Do you guys want to do the Houdini Act? So if it needs to be cut, be men and women, adults, put it on paper. And by the way,
keep your magic asterisks to yourself.
Yeah. And by the way, you are looking at $800 billion in Medicaid cuts. Your party is openly feuding on this front because half are terrified, appropriately so, and half are ideologues who say, let's do it. So if it is a spending problem, by all means, on behalf of the Democratic Party, put all of your $7 trillion in cuts on the table. We welcome this debate.
Good. Well, I want more. I mean, again, I
cut
think
Social Security, Medicaid, defense. Bring it.
Yeah. Go look at the Defense Department. I agree. There's no sacred cows where I'm from. Go get them all. Find out where we're spending our money, why it's being spent inefficiently, what we can be doing and frankly, when it comes to entitlement programs, if it comes down to actually making the programs run more efficiently and effectively, I'm all for it. It's not cutting benefits when you make a program run better, when you cut waste, when you make it more efficient, when you cut out the duplicity. That's not a cut. That's actually just being smart.
And saving programs while everyone else puts their head in the sand. Hey, want to be part of the two-way community all the time? Hit the subscribe button. Great video clips like this, plus conversations like no other, full episodes, and more, always available on this channel. You got to hit subscribe to never miss a thing.